Welcome to the Tucson NetworKings podcast. I'm your host, Gordy Seward, along with master networker and sales guru, Don Zavis. Together, we talk about how to get the most of your business networking in Southern Arizona. We'll discuss tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, with some amazing people that know how to build lasting business relationships from this thing called business networking. So strap in and enjoy the show. All right, welcome everyone to Tucson NetworKings. We have our 14th episode today. It is going to be a fun one. My name is Gordy. I'm an account executive with First Digital Telecom. And with me, I have our other fabulous co-host, Mr. Don Zavis. Official title is owner of Don Zavis Sales Training and Sales Trainer Extraordinaire.
That's right, extraordinaire.
Yes,
fabulous.
Yes, and with us today, we have a great guest. We have Hyacinth Dubinko. She is a phlebotomist, an entrepreneur, a business owner, Marana Chamber ambassador, a mom, and all-around great person. Hi, welcome, Hyacinth.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yes.
Great.
Tell us a little bit about your business. Win, lose, or draw.
Yes.
Sounds like a game show.
Yes, Win, Lose, or Draw Mobile Phlebotomy. So I got the name because when I worked for a third party, you have to walk in and say, what's your social or your date of birth? Okay. And a lot of people says, well, what do I win? I'm like, well, you win me drawing you at the comfort of your home. You don't have to go to a lab. So win, lose, or draw.
I love it.
Phlebotomy.
I love it.
Yes.
Okay. And I know you're working with Too Soon to talk about your other projects, or
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
if you want.
Well, the genie's out of that bottle now. If you got it, you got to at least say something.
Yeah.
So I have a few. I have a lab. There's a lab in Mesa and another mobile phlebotomist, and they're coming here to Tucson, and we're opening up a whole lab together. And
fantastic!
Yes,
Congratulations!
Excellent.
That's coming up soon. Yes,
All right.
Yes,
All right. So now Don is going to tell us all about our theme for today or this week, and how it relates to Hyacinth, and how that relates to networking.
But you know what? I before we do, I got a personal testimonial. Rarely do I have an opportunity to have had a direct interaction with any of our fabulous guests
before the show.
Before the show. Yeah. Hyacinth actually did a blood draw for my wife Janet, who's got some health challenges and is terrified of needles. I mean, like biblical level terrified of needles, especially blood draws, because that's the worst of all needles. And she was so worried, and I'm like, this lady is fabulous. She's the sweetest thing on the phone. Just a happy, natural soul. Hyacinth came. Janet felt very, very comfortable. It took a little while because she's a difficult blood draw to start with, right? So we tapped here and hot compress here, and it's like 25 minutes has gone by. And, I'm even myself, I'm like, oh man, this isn't looking good. It seems like the longer time is making it worse. This is God be my witness. So, and I'm not looking, I'm looking at Janet like, oh, okay, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. And Janet says, tell me when you're going to put in the needle. Hyacinth says, it's already in, and I already have half a vial. I look down, and literally half of the vial is filled. She's got another one ready to go in. Janet didn't even feel it. Now, you talk about masterful. When somebody can put a big old needle in your arm, and you don't even feel it, special magic.
I always say you get paid to stab people, don't you?
Yes, I get paid. Yes, I do.
And interestingly enough,
yes.
I was going to say, and the theme of today's show is kind of interesting because I've been doing this a long time. Gordy's been doing it a long time. And Hyacinth is a dedicated, fabulous networker. But we don't find a lot of the professional community, certainly not the medical community. Once in a while, you'll get maybe a chiropractor, but you never get a phlebotomist. You never get a physical therapist, doctors, nurse practitioners. There's this huge perception, I think, in the medical community that networking isn't, that if you go to a networking event, that's ambulance chasing or somehow beneath you. And I'm like, no, this is where you want to go. I mean, if you were a doctor and went to one of our events and there was 100 people in the room, you'd get 75 new clients just because they had a chance to meet you, where most people don't have that, good connection. So, how do you bring that special magic? I mean, obviously an amazing smile and a great ability.
Yeah, everyone needs jaws. It doesn't matter what profession you're from. So I talk to everyone is a potential patient or stick.
I'll have one stick. Yeah, exactly. That's right.
If there's a doctor, they may need someone to come to their office for a couple hours in the morning, or any outpatient, inpatient, or anyone that wants to just do any specialty kits or anything. So I can come to them and
in their home. I think you take a difficult situation in your home, at least in the case of ours with Janet. It was, had she had to go to a lab or a facility, that even kind of makes it worse. That's that, sterility, and now you're scared on top of the scared. And so, I love that whole idea.
And a lot of patients, some of them you don't know, but they do faint. They really faint. So you have to be prepared for that. And it's nice because they're at the comfort of their home. They can lay on their couch. We'll talk about it before we do anything. I had a smaller patient and she had to see every little thing in detail. And then she was like, okay, I'm ready. But you can't get that at the lab.
Absolutely. You're not going to get that. Yep.
Here's where we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back with Hyacinth and find out a little bit how she networks and how that affects her business.
The Tucson NetworKings podcast is in search of a full-time sponsor. Let me tell you what's included. You get 3 episodes per month, 3 commercials per episode, including logo and professional voiceover message, 1 mention on the actual podcast with some witty banter, and your business name will be added to the sponsored by title on every podcast format. If you'd like to take advantage of this awesome opportunity, contact Gordy at 520-329-2923 or TucsonNetworkKings@gmail.com.
Welcome back. So I have to tell, Hyacinth has this incredible networking tool. That's actually kind of what brought her into this. As she was leaving our home, I said, can I get one of your business cards? Right? Because I know a lot of people and maybe we can be helpful. Didn't say anything about networking or groups or anything like that. And so we go down to her car and she opens up and she has this business card holder just filled with cards. She pulls out her card. Who do you think's card is directly on top of hers? This guy. And I said,
for those listening at home.
Oh, for those listening at home, this guy is Gordy. So I said, this guy. And she goes, you know Gordy? And I said, yes. Gordy and I have a networking group together. And then we do a podcast together. And this is what Hyacinth says. She goes, you're the Don Zavis of Don Zavis and Gordy? But it was just so natural. And I think that's a lot of your claim to fame. And I love that card thing.
That's a great tip.
Yeah. Maybe you can kind of share how you got those and accumulated them.
Yeah. So, going to the Marana Chambers and all the different events in Tucson, all over town, I meet a lot of people, and really it doesn't matter who you talk to. And everyone is, they're friendly, and they may know someone, you may know someone, how you can help each other. And every card I have in my folder is someone that I actually know. We've had multiple conversations with, and I had them in a stack of rubber bands. My son is like, no, Mom, that's not professional. You cannot do that. So he ordered this for me, and he says, this is great. So I put it all together, and people I know, and he says, who's this? Who's this? I'm like, I know everyone. I know all these people. These are my friends.
Sure. Wow. And if you come across someone you can refer them to,
all the time.
Instead of like, here's a name and number, or you could just pull out the card here.
Oh, all the time.
I love that.
Oh, I get people that ask me about concrete. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know someone with concrete. Or someone pool cleaning. Oh, yeah, I know a pool cleaner. I mean, anything. I've had many phone calls. A dermatologist. Oh, yeah, I know. I was at an event with her. So anyone, you ask me, I got you.
Right. And I think when you ask somebody, can you give me 4 or 5 of your cards? Yeah. I'd like to put them into my, my card binder, and then that travels with you.
Yes. Everywhere.
So and people just leaf through it. Like I was just leafing through it. Like I know that person and that person and that
a lot
person.
Of people.
Absolutely.
All through networking.
Yeah, I love it.
So how big was your business before you started networking? Or did networking have anything to do with the business growing?
I think networking had 100% of business.
Okay.
Because before then it was just me. I literally felt like I was the only one on the streets, driving up and down Oracle and all the streets by myself. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What do I do? And so I just looked on how to network, all the different, and I met people and I was looking in everyone's offices like, what is this? The Chambers? What's that? Let me look that up. Oh, Ore Valley. Oh, Marana. Okay. So I went to all of them. I walked in like I owned the place, and here we go.
I love it.
Here I am.
That's right. Be memorable.
Lady boss.
Yes.
Yep. Be memorable.
I love it. All right. Have you found one that you don't have to say the name, but one that worked more than another, if you did, once you did have that, what was the secret to that one? What was the special sauce that made that one more special for you or work better? Helped your business more.
A lot of people, everyone knows someone. So a lot of people refer me to different people or different groups, or we put each other on our websites, to help each other out. We just refer each other to everyone. They know someone that maybe not at the chamber or at any events. So that's kind of helps me keep going. And I was just at a doctor's office, and they're never around. You never see the doctor's face. And so I did all their patients, through somebody else.
So finding the right people there.
Yeah, you just got to talk. You just got to talk.
Yeah, be visible.
Yeah,
I think
just
that
say,
was.
hey, how's it going?
Yeah, be out in the world.
Yeah, how can I help you?
And she answered every time that I called, with I think the exception of one time, you actually answered the phone. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was wonderful because, I'm sure you weren't with the client at the time because I would call earlier or later, but she answered the phone. You were always so positive sounding. And I think you get a lot of people when they're in kind of like, I don't want to say their worst situation, but you get, by virtue of them needing a blood test, that can't be good.
Right.
And I think it takes that special person to have that special positive attitude with someone that might be facing something horrific.
Right.
That, that really needs that. I think that's a testimony to why you will be beloved. Your business will work.
I always tell people that 800 number is me. So call me, text me, that's me, I will answer. So
yes.
So on that point,
yes,
I know, like I said, you're a mom.
I'm a mom.
You do a lot out in the community, a wife. So how do you balance all that?
It's a lot of work.
You're working full time. You're driving all around town.
Yes, I drive everywhere. There's no place I don't drive. I just, I use Google Calendar.
Okay.
And everything's color coded and time stamped. And I put the address in, what time I'm supposed to be there. I just make sure everything is in order, and I try not to overlap anything. And the person that I'm with is the person I'm with. They are the only person in the world right there.
Okay.
There's no one. There's no one else because
Absolutely.
you have that
Forget
time.
about the next appointment.
No,
I
Looking at
can't.
your watch or
because then
anything.
you're rushing, and then
She-
you don't give your 100%, and you just are. That is your person.
Yeah.
You are the person for the world. For
She
your
actually said, we have all the time
Yeah.
you need.
world. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
And
that
just
too.
very, very patient. Whatever time it takes is whatever time it takes.
Yeah, we're not rushing. We don't rush.
Yeah. And I think, and again, that's why it was one stick, and it was just perfect right off the get-go.
Yep. One stick. Those needles are expensive. One stick.
Yeah.
But you get the best needle. You do get the best.
We did.
The top
yes.
needle.
Yeah, we had top needles. She had a whole.
All right, you guys are freaking me out with the needle talk.
Yeah, well,
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. The Tucson NetworKings podcast is in search of a full-time sponsor. Let me tell you what's included. You get 3 episodes per month, 3 commercials per episode, including logo and professional voiceover message, 1 mention on the actual podcast with some witty banter, and your business name will be added to the sponsored by title on every podcast format. If you'd like to take advantage of this awesome opportunity, contact Gordy at 520-329-2923 or TucsonNetworkKings@gmail.com. All right, welcome back. We are with Hyacinth Dubinko from Win, Lose, or Draw Mobile Phlebotomy.
Yes.
Say that 10 times fast. So Hyacinth is out there working the networking circles.
Yes.
She's built her business up
Yes.
from networking. She's a Marana Chamber of Commerce ambassador. She balances all kinds of things in her
Everything.
life and does a phenomenal job doing that. So, Hyacinth, you mentioned your schedule. Do you have any other tips or tricks that could, that you would pass on to anybody as far as networking?
It doesn't matter what you do, I think. Whatever your business is, whatever your background is, just be friendly, be nice to people, give them the time of day, because everybody is working and we are all attached some type of way. I mean, Tucson is small and you're bound to sit with that person maybe in a month or in 2 months, but, just enjoy the people that you're around, get to know them, and find out about their business. And, I mean, you never know what position you're going to be in. I don't need a pool cleaner today, but maybe if we move, I might need a pool cleaner, or I might need someone to do my yard, or I need someone to do my hair. Who knows? Just,
Well said.
Yeah, just be
Excellent.
friendly and give them time. Patience.
One of the best tips I've ever heard. So
Yep.
that's very good. Do you want to tell us how we can get a hold of you if we need some
Yes.
blood drawn or feel the need to be
Yes.
poked by a needle?
You can, let's see, win, lose, or draw, mobilephlebotomy.com.
Ooh.
It's not shortened yet.
Okay.
Or you can call me, 800-309-4606.
And you will answer that.
I will answer that 100%.
Yep.
It
One more
doesn't
time
matter.
with- one more time with the phone number.
1-800-309-4606.
Okay.
You can email me at hyacinth@WLOD.
Okay.
Mobile Labs.
Okay.
I know it's long. I'll
Well,
shorten
that's
it.
okay. And by the
It'll
way, you can always reach out to Gordy or I.
Yeah.
And we'll certainly make sure you connect up with her. She does an amazing, literally an amazing job.
Thank you. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on
Yes,
the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we look
This
forward
is
to
great.
seeing you around
Yes, thanks for
and seeing your nice smile out there.
Yes, I know. I gotta stop smiling. Just kidding.
Stay connected, everybody.
Absolutely. Find somebody to talk to.
You've just experienced the Tucson NetworKings podcast. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more great tips about networking in Southern Arizona. If you'd like to leave a question, comment, or future topic, you can email them to TucsonNetworKings@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to know more about all of the networking events happening in town, make sure and check out networkingtucson.com. That's networkingtucson.com. Know where to go.